and welcome to this daily hypnosis session to cultivate self-acceptance. Today, we embark on a journey towards a destination that's both a discovery and a homecoming: self-acceptance. It's about greeting every aspect of ourselves with kindness, understanding that each trait we possess forms the unique mosaic of who we are. In a world that often urges us to strive for an elusive ideal, self-acceptance invites us to find peace within our own skin, to recognize that our imperfections are not inadequacies, but authentic parts of a complex whole. This journey does not ask us to change, but to acknowledge and embrace the full spectrum of our being. As we prepare to delve into the realm of hypnosis, it's important to remember that this powerful tool should be used in a safe and controlled environment. Ensure you're in a place where you can relax without interruption, and never listen to this hypnosis session while driving or operating machinery. Hypnosis is a state of focused attention and should be entered into with care and intention. And now, onto the hypnosis. Imagine, if you will, a story about a river meandering through a landscape of lush greenery, its waters flowing effortlessly. And as you picture this river, notice how it moves with such grace, curving around obstacles, not fighting against them, but embracing each twist and turn. It's interesting, isn't it, how a river doesn't stop to question its path. It simply flows. And you might find yourself wondering, can my thoughts flow just as easily? Now, as you consider this, your mind may begin to relax. And you could feel a sense of ease spreading through you, much like the river's waters fill the space around them. And you might not have noticed yet, but with each breath you take, there's a possibility that you could feel more comfortable, more at ease, as if each breath is an invitation to let go just a little bit more. And now, as you find yourself more attuned to the natural rhythm of your being, imagine a gentle warmth beginning to spread from the center of your being. It's as if the sun has graced you with a ray of light that's just for you, warming and soothing. And with every word I speak, that warmth might become more pronounced, more comforting. You could even feel it spreading, radiating outwards, inviting you to go deeper into this experience. And as you continue to listen to the sound of my voice, you may become aware of a sensation of descending, not in a physical sense, but in a way that your consciousness is moving towards a more profound, more serene level of relaxation. It's as if with every word, every pause, you're sinking into a more comfortable, more peaceful state of mind. And you might marvel at how each layer you pass through invites you to let go even more, to surrender to the tranquility that you find within. And now, as you are comfortably settled in this serene state, let's turn our attention to the landscape of your inner world. A place as vast and as unique as any wilderness. And in this space, you might notice paths that have been well traveled and others that are less so. Overgrown perhaps with the weeds of doubt or the brambles of criticism. It's natural, isn't it, to sometimes tread the easier path, the one that's been imprinted by the footsteps of our past beliefs. And yet today you might find yourself curious about those less traveled paths, the ones that lead to self-acceptance. And as you consider this, you may discover a gentle breeze of willingness that whispers through the trees, encouraging you to explore. It's interesting how a single step taken in a new direction can feel so liberating, as if you're not just moving through this inner landscape, but also reshaping it with every step. And as you wander, you might come across a clearing where the sun filters through the canopy, casting dappled light upon the ground. Here, in this clearing, you could find a sense of clarity, a moment where you see yourself not as a collection of parts to be judged, but as a whole, a complete being. And you might hear the leaves rustling with a question. What if you could accept yourself just as you are? Now, as this question lingers in the air, you could feel a shift, like the changing of the seasons, as if something within you is ready to release the old leaves of judgment to make room for new growth. And you might not even be aware of how deeply this idea is taking root. That self-acceptance is not just a thought but a feeling, a knowing that you can carry within you. And as you continue to explore, you may find yourself at the edge of a stream, its waters clear and inviting. And if you choose to look into these waters, you might see your reflection. This is no ordinary reflection, for it shows not just your face, but your essence, the qualities that make you uniquely you. And as you gaze into this reflection, you could feel a sense of peace, knowing that this person before you, with all their imperfections and strengths, is worthy of your own love and acceptance. It's curious, isn't it, how the water doesn't criticize the shape of the stones it flows over. It simply embraces them, smooths them, works with them to create the beauty of the stream bed. And you might wonder, can I flow around my own perceived flaws like the water does, gently with acceptance? And as you ponder this, you might find that your inner critic, that voice that once spoke so sharply, is softening, its words becoming like the distant sound of water over rocks, less demanding, more like a guide than a judge. And you could even thank this part of you, for it has been trying to protect you, even if its methods were not always helpful. And in thanking it, you might notice it stepping back, giving you space to grow, to accept, to love. And as you move through your inner landscape, you might find that the path of self-acceptance is becoming more defined, easier to follow. And you could feel a sense of excitement, a joy in the discovery that each step on this path is a step towards peace, towards a sense of wholeness. And you might not even realize how the landscape is changing with your every step. How the brambles are receding, the path widening, the journey becoming more joyful. And you could imagine as you walk this path that you're gathering experiences, moments of self-acceptance, like pebbles in a pocket. And each pebble is a reminder, a tangible memory of the times you've embraced your true self. And you might find that these pebbles are becoming a treasure, a collection of evidence of your worthiness, your right to be accepted by yourself first and foremost. And as you continue to walk, you might notice that the path is leading you back to the clearing, to the place of clarity. And as you stand here once more, you could feel a sense of accomplishment, a knowing that you've explored new territories within yourself, that you've embraced parts of you that were once hidden in shadow. And as you prepare to return from this inner journey, you might feel a sense of gentle anticipation, a readiness to bring this sense of acceptance into your everyday life. For the path of self-acceptance is not just a path walked in the mind, but one that is lived moment by moment in the heart. And now as you begin to return to the room, to the here and now, you might find that you're bringing something back with you from this journey. Perhaps it's a sense of peace, a feeling of warmth, or a pebble of self-acceptance. And as you start to become aware of the room around you, the chair beneath you, you could feel this experience integrating into your being. And you might notice how your breath is bringing you back, each inhalation a gentle nudge towards wakefulness, each exhalation a release of any remaining tension. And you could feel your fingers and toes beginning to move, a sign that you're returning to full awareness, refreshed perhaps with a new perspective. And as you open your eyes whenever you're ready, you might find that the world looks a little different, that you feel a little different, more accepting of yourself, more at peace. And isn't it nice to know that this feeling can stay with you, that you can return to this state whenever you wish? And as you move through the days ahead, you might find moments where this sense of self-acceptance naturally arises, at times when you least expect it, but most need it. And you could feel a smile spread across your face, a silent acknowledgement of your journey, a reminder of your worth. And each time this happens, it may become more profound, more a part of who you are. And now, as we bring this session to a close, carry with you the seeds of self-acceptance that have been planted today. Nurture them and watch them as they grow alongside your sense of peace and self-love. And so until next time, goodbye and good mental health.